But we're going to talk about Amrabat. A few of you have been mentioning him for quite a while. If you want a bit of a background on him, he's 26 years of age. He sort of is a defensive midfielder, to be fair. Played very well in the Conference League final. In fact, you could argue that he played better than Declan Rice did in the final, although West Ham did win. 26, Fiorentina, Moroccan international, been linked to us quite a bit, but no one's really ever been that excited about it. Probably available for about £25 million. He's got a 1 year left on his deal with the option for another year with Fiorentina. Been linked to Barcelona. So there's a quality player there. Over the weekend, there was reports coming in that Man United have agreed personal terms with Amrabat. Now, the only reason I'm bringing this in is twofold, really. 3 players, of which we would like, are going to 3 clubs that are going to be big rivals for us next season. Rabiot has stayed at Juventus. So United are sort of sat in a position now where 3 players that would have made us a lot better are going to clubs that are going to be our direct rivals and could make them a lot better. But Amrabat's interesting, and I don't think you can say that Amrabat's not a player that could come in. And I know a lot of you in the chat quite like the idea of signing him. The interesting thing is there is and some people will say, oh, God, not again. The interesting thing is, just like Mason Mount, just like Anthony, just like Martinez, just like Eriksen, just like a lot of players that Ten Hag has been interested in and brought in the last 12 months, there is a Ten Hag Amrabat history. Amrabat was at Utrecht, which is where Ten Hag was at that time. And they had a season together, and Amrabat has spoken about that and said, his attention to detail, his instruction was quite frustrating at the time, but I look at it now and it made me a better player. So there is a Ten Hag connection there as well. So it's that sort of makes it, as we know, probably even more likely. Now, I don't think we're at the point where it's going to happen, and again, it'll be a good question to ask Fabrizio later. He's relatively cheap. He's a player that Ten Hag has worked with before. We're running out of options in and around that sort of defensive midfield area. Is he better than McTominay? Yes. And that always has to be a starting point. It might be what United do because it's about what Man United can do. Personally, can he do the job that Casemiro does? Can he play next to Casemiro? Well, I think he can. Can he be the successor to Casemiro? That's where I fall down at it. As a player that can improve our midfield, yes. But I did sort of hope we were going to go for a midfielder that can improve our midfield and be the successor in our midfield as well.